Welcome to GPAT TV. I have someone who is very special with me today, and I'm going to allow her to tell you all about herself.
Thank you so much. My name is Portia Willis, and I'm running for Greenville City Council at large. I appreciate the opportunity and the invitation to be here today and to be interviewed by my mother. How many candidates can say they had that opportunity? So a little bit about myself. I'm born and raised right here in Greenville, and I went to school right here, went to J.H. Rose. I graduated in 2004 and stayed here and went to school at ECU. I graduated with my bachelor's degree, from criminal justice or within criminal justice, and I've worked within our community in various community support roles. I've been a probation officer. I've worked as a family services advocate and a victim advocate in the past, as well as I'm an entrepreneur. My husband and I own a business called Young Scholars and Leaders, where we build and consult young people in leadership. And so I'm just excited at the opportunity to be able to run for Greenville City Council and to do my part in affecting and changing our community.
Okay, what do you think is the most important skill of being a good city councilman?
So I think the most important skill of being a good city councilman or a city councilwoman is being able to be of good moral standard and good reputation. I believe that our elected officials are ones that we should be able to trust and be able to trust to represent the interests that we have. So that would be what I would say would be the best characteristic or most important for a city councilman, and also to be able to listen to the needs and concerns of the community as well.
All right. What issues are important to you in this upcoming election?
I'm glad you asked. So in this upcoming election, the areas that are important to me are going to be the areas within economic growth, smart economic growth for Greenville, and supporting small businesses, as well as fiscal responsibility and protecting our neighborhoods and our quality of life. So what that looks like to me, this smart economic growth, is what makes sense for Greenville. So we're a growing metropolis. We have East Carolina University here. We're a college town. So growth that makes sense for our community, as well as when we talk about small businesses, as I mentioned before, my husband and I own a business, and there have been times when we have had visions and things that we wanted to do to help the citizens of this community and didn't quite have the budget to do so or the resources to do so. So what's important to me is to be able to support other small businesses that are helping to meet the needs of our community, whether it's a restaurant off of Dickinson Avenue in downtown Greenville, or whether it's a nonprofit like Building Hope that's working to help the young people in our community, that they have grants, that they have incentives, that they have programs that help push forth their agendas because they are meeting the needs in our community. So that's important to me, as well as protecting our neighborhoods and our quality of life. So what that looks like to me is supporting our law enforcement to be able to do that and their efforts for community relations that are all throughout our community. But also to be able to hold them accountable for those areas within departments that need improvement. I think that is a delicate balance for any city to have, and so it's not unique to Greenville. I want to run for city council because I believe there are improvements that can be made within the board. I believe that as a decision-making body, I have value to add. As a parent, as a homeowner, as an entrepreneur, I want to do my part in keeping Greenville the awesome place that it is to live and work and raise a family. As a member of the council, I would do my very best to represent the needs of the citizens of Greenville and their concerns.
What sets you apart from the other candidates for that large position?
I think what sets me apart is that I'm relatable. I believe that when I've gone to the polls and seen names on the ballot, the vote that I've made, I've cast my ballot for the person who I felt like understood my needs. They understood my interests. They had similar circumstances as me. They were relatable. They were a person just like I am who threw their hat in the ring, as it were, to make a difference on issues that they knew all too well. So on November 7th, I'll be that candidate on the ballot.
All right, what is the final thought you would like to leave with voters as we approach Election Day in November?
Yes. So Election Day is coming up in November, and I would want to leave the voters with the idea to exercise your right to vote. It is a privilege to be able to vote, so to exercise their right to vote on the issues that are important to them. This may not be a huge election in terms of it being a presidential election, but it's so important on the local level. That is where decisions are made that affect our lives on a daily basis, and so get out and vote. Early voting is from October the 19th through November the 4th. So get out and vote early. And on November 7th, during early voting, I would love for you to make me your choice for Greenville City Council at large. Portia Willis, the choice for change. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your time, Mom. Thank you.
Thank you.